I am sad. You better be sad. Because we're about to talk. Hi guys, how are you doing? I can't even try to be serious. I just love talking to you guys. I drove to a cute little spot in Beverly Hills. It's this beautiful neighborhood. I'm really hoping no one comes up to my car and is like, why are you filming yourself in front of my house? I'm sorry, I'm a YouTuber. Actually, I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You guys, I'm speaking at a convention tomorrow. I'm filming this on Wednesday. This will be up Sunday, so by the time this is posted, I had already done it. But I'm speaking at VidCon on a panel talking about what it was like to grow up online, and I'm really excited. I'm not really nervous. I haven't been feeling nervous recently. I feel like I've just been so spontaneous and so living in the moment that like nervous is afraid of me. I literally went skydiving last week. Y'all, I didn't have one nervous bone in my body. I don't know why. I don't know why this has like never happened. I've always been nervous of some sorts. I thought it would come to me. I thought the nervousness would come to me when I got on the plane, when I jumped out of the freaking plane. Like, I don't even know. When I was in middle school, I made a bucket list on my notes app, and the very first thing was, actually it was learn sign language, which I still need to do, but the next thing was go skydiving once I turn 18, and I'm 20 now, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I had the privilege and the opportunity to get to go. I feel like I was just so malleable in that moment, and I was just trying to soak it in, and I was just like so curious because I've never done this before. I've never skydived before. I've never gone through this experience. My body and my soul are just trying to take it all in because I don't really know what to think about it because I've never done it. So it was just kind of like a moment where you're just observing it. Like your essence and your soul are just observing. I feel like that's what it was because I didn't feel any crazy amounts of fear. I think I'm just in this phase of my life where I'm not afraid. I don't know. It's a good feeling though. I hope it lasts forever, which it probably won't, but I'm gonna soak it in while it's here, you know? We freaking flew over the ocean and it was the most beautiful view. If I could describe it, it was just like the sun was beaming off of the ocean and it was so bright and so beautiful. It just was like one of those moments where I was like, I'm alive and I'm human and I get to experience this. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Like, this is insane. Like, this is insane. I like get to the edge, the instructor's like yanking me and we're just looking over the city of Los Angeles and I'm like, okay, like I'm doing it. I was just so present. I wasn't even having any thoughts. I was just like, this is happening. And then we jump out of a plane. The first 8 seconds of free falling was just like pure bliss. I honestly wish we were free falling for a little bit longer, which is crazy to say. I know, I'm just like reckless. It was just such a fun experience of like, oh my gosh, I'm alive right now and I'm so lucky. I know I've said that a million times, but it was truly just amazing. When you go through trials in life, you kind of are reminded of the fact that you're alive and you shouldn't take it for granted sometimes. So the fact that I was able to do that just makes me so genuinely grateful. I know I say that all the time and you're probably so sick of hearing it, but it's just how I feel and I'm gonna express how I feel. I also just never want to take my life for granted. Any hoodle doodle. Fun thing about life is you can change your mind. And I wasn't planning on talking about my first heartbreak until I went through it, healed, and honestly still healing. Like, it's not a linear process. It's a thing that I'm probably going to be healing from for a long time. But the fact that I've gone through this and made it out alive when I thought I wouldn't. Like, if you've been through any heartbreak or any sort of loss, you don't think you're gonna make it out alive. Like, I know that's so dramatic and crazy to say, but I can't invalidate how I felt. I used to feel like that. My acting coach once said to me, your first love hurts so much it feels like you're gonna die. It honestly couldn't have been more well said. However, even through all of the hardship and the trial, this was my decision at the end of the day. And even though it was one of the hardest things I've gone through to this day, at the end of the day, it was my decision. I decided this for myself and I want to talk about it. I think that someone breaking up with you is really hard and it's painful, but also making the decision to let go of someone you love is also hard and extremely painful. And I'm not invalidating one or the other. Like, both parts of it are hard and it sucks, and it's like it sucks in different ways. I felt like because I decided this, I felt like I wasn't allowed to grieve from it. Like, when it happened, the first week I felt great. I don't know why. Like, the first week I was just like free and I felt fine. I think my mind was just so separated from what was happening. I don't really know, but once it hit me that I had actually let him go, the pain that you feel in that moment of like actually accepting what's happening is like so excruciating, and it's something that I don't wish upon anyone. But actually, I do wish it upon you, but in the best way, in the most respectful way, because I want you to heal and I want you to grow. You will become so much stronger after this. But if you are going through this right now, I just want to say it's going to get better, and you are so strong and you are brave and you can do it. And I know you don't want to hear that, and I know so many people have probably told you that it's gonna get better, and you probably don't believe anyone, and I totally understand that. I've been there before where people were like, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna fall in love again. What? Don't tell me that. Like, I genuinely didn't think I was gonna ever fall in love again. I feel like I was talking about something else before I brought that up. What was it? The point is, it is hard for, oh my gosh, I remember. I felt like I wasn't allowed to feel remorse or pain or sadness because I was the one that made the decision. And that is not true. I invalidated my feelings for so long because I was like, I made this decision, like I should be the one healed instantly. Like, why am I still hurt about this? Why can I not get over him? Why do I want to text him constantly? The second I validated my emotions and let myself feel those emotions, I literally crashed the freak out. I drove home crying. I went and laid on my floor, had a panic attack, bawled my eyes out, cried on the way to my acting rehearsals. I got to my acting rehearsals and my scene partner was like, are you okay? Like, my eyes were so puffy. I looked at him, I was like, don't ask. After rehearsals, went home, cried again. It was just like one of those days where I had to feel what I was feeling, and it sucked, you guys. Like, feeling your emotions sucks. That next week was so hard for me because I finally accepted the fact that I was in pain. And it took me a second because I didn't feel like I was allowed to feel pain because I made this decision. When in reality, you can make a decision for yourself while feeling so much pain and sadness about it. The reason why I broke up with him was because I felt like I had lost myself, and I don't really know what other way to put it, and it had nothing to do with him. And I think that was one of the hardest parts because I couldn't blame him for anything he did. I couldn't blame him being like, you did this, you did that, because he genuinely did nothing. It was everything to do with me and the fact that I just needed to be by myself for a while, and it sucked. But I'm here, and I'm just so grateful that I'm here and I'm alive. The months leading up to that decision were some of the worst months of my life. And then once I made the decision, the next 5 months were also extremely hard. But the thing about heartbreak is, even though the span of those 8 months were so excruciatingly painful, and I went through this thing that I never thought I would go through, I never thought I would break up with this man. I now know that it was for the betterment of myself. The more you are in a stage of pain and grief, the more you are going to grow as a person. And it sucks to hear that, but now that I'm out of the worst part of it, and I feel like I'm coming out of it, I've realized that all of those months of the pain and the grief and the loss and the missing him and just whatever the negative feelings were, they helped me to grow so unbelievably much. Like, I broke my own heart and then I learned how to sew it back together. It was like I was learning how to become more tenacious. I feel like I've gained a whole new brain on me. Like, it's so hard to explain, but I feel like I've learned so many new things, or my mind has opened up to so many more possibilities, and it's so weird. Like, I hate that I had to go through all that in order to get here. I feel like I have more clarity. Like, I'm more present with what I'm saying right now, who I'm talking to. I feel like I have all this space in my brain that I didn't know was there before. I also feel like I'm 20 years old and I'm young and I'm hot and I shouldn't be stressing about a man. Also, can we talk about how those 6 months I genuinely was like, I am never gonna find anyone again. Like, why did I feel that way? It's so interesting. I want to validate how I felt. So I validate that I used to feel like that, but it's just so interesting how I felt that way. I feel like everything I've gone through, I've had the feeling of like, this is so interesting right now because I've never felt it before. Oh, my heart's breaking? Interesting. Oh, this is really painful? Interesting. Or, oh, I feel like clearer in the head? Interesting. Everything is just so interesting because it's new and it's different. I think that's why I wasn't afraid to go skydiving, because it's new and it's different. I feel like going through this has also made me learn to be less reactive to external circumstances or feelings that I'm feeling. I think that when you react to every single thing that you feel, it's not always good, because yeah, it's fun to react to exciting feelings, but then if you have a sad feeling and you react to it and you let it change the whole course of your day, it's like the worst feeling. If someone cuts me off in traffic, I don't want that to dictate how my day goes. But also it's weird having to have like a balance with like reacting to the good things as well. I don't know. I feel like if I were to give advice to anyone that is going through a breakup or is about to make the decision to break up with someone, I think the number one thing I would say is it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so hard, okay? But have so much love and so much compassion for yourself. You are literally a human living life for the first time. You've never done this before. I mean, unless you believe in reincarnation, we're all doing this for the first time. We don't know what's gonna happen. Give yourself so much grace and compassion and love because you are just a human. I personally believe that we we are spiritual beings having an earthly human experience. Give yourself so much love, give yourself so much grace, and tell yourself over and over again every single day that everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna eventually be okay. Even if it does not feel like that right now. And I know it doesn't. I know it feels like... But I want you to know from the bottom of my heart that I promise one day everything will be okay. And I don't think I'm there yet. I don't think I'm to that point where I'm like, everything is okay, like everything's fine. And I might not ever get there to the full capacity of what I imagine it to be, but I think that one day I will accept the circumstances of my life and I will understand that eventually everything is actually okay right now in this moment, because me and you are here, we are alive, we are breathing, we are humans that get to have a human experience, we get to cry, we get to laugh, we get to go through all these things, and at the end of the day everything is gonna be okay. Like, I just have to tell myself that every single day. It's like my #1 affirmation for this year. Another thing I would say is definitely distract yourself in a healthy way. Do things you love, hang out with people you love, do things that make you excited, go skydiving if you want, hang out with people that you've always wanted to hang out with. Maybe there's a group of friends that you've always seen hang out and you're like, hey, maybe it would be fun to hang out with them. Reach out to them. Or if someone asks you to hang out and you don't feel like it, literally just like think in your head, no, I don't want to, and then type yes, let's go. There were so many times where I didn't want to go to hangouts or I didn't want to do anything, but then when I did, it was like a fresh breath of air before I went under again. The power of people and relationships is such a beautiful thing, because I could be going through hell and then I could call my mom and then I could hang up feeling like heaven. Literally just surround yourself with people who love you and people who you love, not whoever it is that you're missing, but force yourself to do it because you will feel better. Just know that you are loved and it's gonna be okay. And I know it's hard right now. Validate how you feel and then know that everything is going to eventually be okay. That's also another thing I would say. Validate how you feel, because you could be feeling sadness, but if you keep pushing it down, you will forever be living a life on top of this sadness that you never allowed yourself to feel, and you will always feel stuck unless you let yourself feel it. And I'm saying that from experience. The second I let myself feel, it was not exciting. It's not going to be fun. I'm not telling you to feel your emotions because it's exciting, and it honestly takes courage to feel your feelings because it's hard and it hurts. There's a lot of people who push their feelings down and it doesn't benefit you. I know you think it does, but it doesn't. And I'm talking to my past self when I say this. You literally have to feel your emotions in order to get over it. I think also, I know I've said this 100 times, but just know that everything is going to eventually be okay. One day, everything is going to be okay again. When you're in the thick of it, you gotta hear that, because it doesn't feel like it. And I know it doesn't, but it's gonna be okay, I promise. And I love you so much, and you're gonna do such good things in this life. Like, girl, don't even fret. I feel like Madeline RG in my car talking to you guys with my little drinkity drink. Oh, I love her. She's so cool. I look up to her so much. I also wanted to film in the car today because this may or may not be the last Talk With Me video in this car. That's so sad, bro! One thing about me is I'm a nostalgic person and I am attached to this car. Anastasia, Annie, is my best friend. She literally moved to LA with me. Anastasia was my first car ever. I bought her in high school. I was so proud of myself for saving up enough money to pay for half of her. I just like have so many like fun memories in this car. I remember one time me and my friends had like a rave in here. We taped glow sticks everywhere. There's still like tape on here. It's like damaged from it. We had like a little disco party. It was so fun. I love when people listen when I yap. Thanks guys, I heart you. I will see you all next week. Thank you for joining me today. Thanks for getting deep with me. One thing about me is I'm a thought daughter. I will talk deeply and I will get to the bottom of things. And I'm so incredibly grateful I have a YouTube channel because I can just talk about that and I don't have to talk on the surface. I have the opportunity and the free will to talk about deep shit. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening to me yap. I hope you're having fun because I'm having a blast. I feel like this video is my farewell to this thing that's happening in my life and this thing that I've gone through. I feel like I'm telling you guys the things that I've learned from it, and then I'm gonna post it, and then I'm gonna move on. I feel like I'm just ready to let it go. And I feel like this video is gonna help me. I love you guys. See you soon.